I mean, what can we say? Devin Haney's undefeated. Ryan Garcia was undefeated. Is a pretty good talker until Tank knocked him out and hit him with that gut punch, heard around the world. Nice liver shot, took him out. He had all the excuses in the world. He was weight drained. He had a rehydration clause, which are all tactics that Floyd, kind of put into use during his career. All smart tactics. If you're a smaller guy, you don't want a big guy coming in 20 pounds over the weight limit and whooping up on you on fight night. So I don't blame guys for doing that. I think it's smart. Again, you got bigger guys coming in trying to bully a weight division. Ryan Garcia is probably naturally a welterweight. He was fighting all the way down at 135, and now he's fighting at 140. But then you got Devin Haney. He did his thing at 135, unified the belts, moved up to 140, and now here we are with this Haney Garcia matchup. What do you think is going to happen on Saturday night? 420, by the way. It's 420. So it's gonna be real smoky in Barclays. Because let's just say, we know how it goes down up here in New York. It's gonna be real smoky in Barclays. So what do you think will go down in this fight, Doug? Who you got winning? When do you think it'll happen? How do you think it'll happen?
I'm gonna give you a quote directly from Devin Haney, and the quote is, and I'm reading it verbatim: "He don't have the IQ, he don't have the skills, he don't have the heart. I've seen him quit. When it gets hot, you quit. On April 20th, it won't be any different." For me, those are some challenging words. I guess Haney feels as if he's about to stand on business on 420.
Hold on. If somebody said that about you, you going into a fight, what are your thoughts on it? Somebody said that about you. If you ride Garcia, how you gonna feel about somebody saying that about you?
I would say this: if I feel like I'm well prepared and I feel like I'm ready to go, I'll honestly keep my mouth shut. Because when we go fisticuffs, I'm gonna remember every single word. And when I'm in that ring, I'm gonna talk my shit. That's when I'm gonna talk my shit to you.
Okay.
But if I wasn't prepared, maybe I'll bark back and forth and keep it entertaining. But Garcia don't got anything to prove. For me, I got Ryan Garcia.
You taking Ryan Garcia to win the fight?
I'm taking Ryan Garcia.
Oh!
My thing is this, man. Honestly, man, Haney is I'm not even gonna call him a surgeon. Haney is like a Floyd Mayweather 0.05. I'm not gonna give him 1.0. All he do is just he maintains his distance. He plays decent defense, or not play, but he executes his defense very well.
Great defense, not decent. Great defense,
and he does enough so he don't get his ass knocked out. So,
that's boxing.
That's strategy. That's boxing. That's the IQ part.
It's not a brawl. It's boxing. So we got to give it to him. That's a good boxer.
I feel like if Haney can overwhelm him, because listen, there was a certain point in the fight I was like, when I'm gonna wrap this up. When Garcia was boxing Davis, Tank, I could tell that Tank was a little overwhelmed with all the punches, but he took a step back and he controlled the fight. And it may have been a strategy. I don't know. But for me, I'm going Garcia.
Okay.
And then listen, it might be a knockout.
You going Garcia by knockout?
It might be a knockout.
You might want to listen. If you're confident in that, just throw $20 on it, because I'm sure the line. I'm sure that's probably like plus 20,000. No, I mean, listen, $20 to win, like 500 ain't a bad deal. So if you think it could happen, just throw 10, 20 on it.
I think Garcia can win by knockout. That's just me.
I got you. Listen, I know people in the comments probably, what? But what Dub is saying is not far-fetched. Listen, Garcia has a lot of power. We know that. Regardless of what people think about him and talking and the antics online, he's got the power. He's got the speed. I think where Garcia really lacks is the footwork, and then to Haney's point, the heart. However, I think getting in the ring with Tank and not dying, like, hey, he got knocked out, but he didn't die. I think gave him a little more heart, gave him a little more courage, took him to a level where he like, listen, I got in here and I survived with this dude. Like, I boxed with him. I did pretty decent at boxing, and then he did get me with a good shot. So I think that gave him a confidence boost and made him a more confident fighter. And now taking that first L, it's like I'm not afraid that I don't got the O no more. I'm not afraid that I'm not 20-0, 15-0, whatever he was. I got an L. It's cool. Plenty of greats have taken an L. Whether we talking about Sugar Ray Leonard, whether we talking about Tyson, whether we talking about Lennox Lewis, they done took L's. At the end of the day, even Tyson Fury, a lot of people don't even like to think about this, but he's taking an L. If it ain't a win, it's an L. He took a draw with Deontay Wilder, so he's got fights that he didn't win, so it's okay. So I think that's giving him some confidence. We know he's got the power. We know he's got the speed. We know he wants to win this badly. These guys have fought several times in the amateurs. So again, amateurs is much different. You got on headgear, totally different vibe. But these guys have been competing for quite some time against one another. Garcia is a 15-time national champion, so he's got the pedigree. He's not a slap, as most people would call him. We're not talking about Jake Paul or Logan Paul here. We're talking about a professional fighter and one who's pretty darn good at what he does. All that being said, I gotta go Haney. And the reason why I gotta go Haney is because, again, another thing that Dub just pointed out. He's Floyd Mayweather 0.5. He's not quite what Mayweather was in terms of Mayweather was knocking guys out earlier in his career. I don't think his defense as good as Mayweather's was, but he has very good defense. He has a high boxing IQ. He's a smart fighter. I do think he took an L to Lomachenko. I do think they cheated Lomachenko in that fight, and that Lomachenko really did beat him. But I don't think that Ryan Garcia has the skill set that Lomachenko has. Lomachenko is one of the highest IQ fighters to me in those smaller divisions. He's surgical. Has really good footwork and is able to move even in older age. And even though he's had low activity, Lomachenko hasn't had 50 fights. But I think that Ryan Garcia isn't quite as good as him, and you can't beat what you can't hit. I think it's going to be very hard for Garcia to overwhelm Haney the way that Haney fights off of his back foot, and him having the movement, having the IQ to fight. I don't think there will be a knockout in this fight. I think we will have some moments of excitement, but for pretty much all of the fight, I think Garcia will try to chase Haney down. Haney will be able to maneuver in such a way that he gets his punches in, he gets out of there. He has a high percentage rate of jabs. I think the jab is going to work really well against Garcia, and I think Haney wins this by decision. I think it goes the distance.